Sorry for my abruptness. My name is Frances McBeal. Are you Dave Redwood's wife? May I speak with you for a moment? Yes, but I don't think your name is in my friends list, so could you tell me who you are? I apologize for not introducing myself first. I work as your husband's personal assistant. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Miss McBeal. By the way, why did you call me? That's because... I was surprised to hear from you all of a sudden. Did something happen to my husband? Don't tell me he collapsed on a business trip or something. Oh, your husband is fine. He's full of energy, so don't worry. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried because he's been in Texas on a business trip since yesterday. I see. So it seems that your husband told you he went for a business trip. Sorry, I don't understand. I was just thinking what an easygoing wife you are. What? Never mind anyway. I just didn't expect that the wife of my supervisor would be so silly. Isn't it rude to talk like that all of a sudden? You think so? I think you're right. I beg your pardon? I'm sorry if I was rude, but I was being honest. What are you trying to say? Why are you asking me that question? Please don't say it in a meaningful way. I mean, you must have texted me because you have something to say, right? If you don't have anything to say, just leave me alone. Calm down. There's something I want to tell you. By the way, you really believe in your husband, don't you? That's why I said you're easygoing. Huh? Your husband is with me now. That's why I'm able to text you. But how did you know my contact? I looked it up from his phone. Does that mean you looked at it without his permission? That's what it means. Seriously? Because I'm curious about the person I'm in love with. So I was wondering what kind of person his wife is. But I don't think it's okay to do that. I'm in love with him, so it can't be helped. Aren't you curious about what's really going on? About me, for example? I'm in love with your husband. Me and Dave are married. Even if you're married to him, that won't stop me from falling in love with him. Just because you're in love with Dave, do you think you can just do anything you want to do? It's an invasion of privacy to look at someone's cell phone without permission, and that also applies to married couples. You and Dave's are a subordinate, and you just looked at his cell phone. It's just unbelievable. I knew it. What do you mean? Your husband said that you are a pain in the ass. The way you think is so uptight and old-fashioned. Also, you care so much about the details. Did my husband say that to you? He's talking bad about me to you, wasn't he? That's right. He said that you're annoying. Even your messages are troublesome. Seems like I agree with him. We texted each other for the first time today, right? So what? I'm just saying you're a pain in the ass. What's wrong with that? Huh? You said not to look at other people's phones, didn't you? Sounds like you care too much about unimportant things. It's an important matter, of course. What you did was an invasion of privacy. It's so obvious. Nowadays, it's normal to check your boyfriend's phone. My husband is not your boyfriend, is he? You just told me that he's someone you're in love with. You just admire him as your supervisor, right? I've never thought of him as my supervisor. Are you kidding me? I've been aiming on him ever since I joined the company. He's handsome for a man of his age. He's kind to women too. And he makes a lot of money. He's perfect, isn't he? For your information, he is married to me. I just happened to meet him a little late in life. I don't think it's a good idea to be in love with a married man. Doesn't matter. It's rather exciting. I'd be more interested in a wife who's more aggressive, but I didn't realize you were so easygoing. I find you more easygoing than me anyway. What is it that you want? Oh, I forgot to tell you the important thing. I'm sorry. I have nothing to say, so I'll leave you now. Wait a minute. Please listen to me. Do you have anything else you want to say? I feel like an idiot when I'm talking to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm sorry if I are offended, but I want to make something clear. I'm with your husband all day. So what? You don't feel jealous or anything? Like I said before, I'm targeting your husband. Are you telling me that you don't care at all? It doesn't really bother me. What? There might be something going on between the two of us, you know? Even if it's true, it doesn't bother me, because my husband told me about that. He told you? Yes, he did. He said that he'll be on a business trip with a woman subordinate. If he reported it beforehand, it proves he has nothing to hide. You're the only one who thinks about committing something nasty. Excuse me? Are you sure it's just the two of you on this trip? I'm not mistaken. Then there's no problem. Why do you think so? That's not something I want to talk about with you. I'm in love with your husband, you know. I know. Please don't complain about what happens from now on. What do you mean by that? I mean, even if me and your husband start dating each other. You're not dating, you're having an affair. What's wrong with that? Adultery is a serious problem. As long as me and Dave love each other, there's no problem. You're so silly. Honestly speaking, I envy you a little. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I see, that's good to hear. You know what? I'll be spending 2 whole days with the person I'm in love with. It's a business trip, though. I know, but it's just the two of us here. How can there be nothing going on when a man and a woman are together? I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to steal Dave away from you. Steal him away? How? He's going to marry me. I'm going to be his wife instead of you, who is lazy and stupid. Marriage is not something you can do alone. Do you understand that? Of course I understand that. Then do your best. What are you talking about? That's my line. Don't be ridiculous. I'm saying I'm going to lose your husband. Aren't you scared or something? If you can do it, go for it then. Don't complain if I really take him away. You don't understand the main problem here, do you? Do you want to have an affair with my husband? It's not adultery. Dave and I are married. If he starts a relationship with you, it's adultery. I'm declaring a battle to you now, win or lose. Oh, that's right. If you're so confident, how about having the loser gets down on her knees? I don't understand. Are you okay? You'll become the loser in this battle. Huh? On the contrary, if there's a way for you to win in your current condition, I'd like to know. Shall I tell you then? By all means. Because I'm younger than you. Yes, you are. Also, I have a nice and soft skin. I don't know about that since I've never met you. I also help Dave with his work. Well, that's your job anyway. I can go to his place whenever I want. That's true. How's that sound to you? I don't care what you say. You don't think I'll beat you, do you? I'm better than you by a long shot. Not at all. Is that the only reason you think you can beat me? I'm surprised. Huh? Why? Because I'm married to Dave. No matter what you do, the adulterer loses. I've done everything right at home and I also treat him well too. There's no reason for me to lose. You can't guarantee that. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's like I can't get through to you. Is that any way to talk just because you're his wife? Can we end this conversation now? Noted. Anyway, please remember that I'm declaring a battle with you. I'm definitely going to date Dave. I'll be his girlfriend and eventually I'll become his wife. I'll keep that in mind. It's too late to regret what you did today. I'll make sure to save this message. Please do so. It's you who will cry when I take him away from you, so get ready to get down on your knees. Goodbye. Hello again. Thank you for talking with me yesterday. My pleasure. So what can I do for you today? Do you remember what we talked about yesterday? Yes, I do. I'm glad to hear that. I thought you'd forgotten all about it because you're not that smart. Just hurry up and get to the point. About your husband, he responded to my request. Is that so? Yes, we stayed in the same room together. I see. Do you know what this means? After what I said to you yesterday? What? Yesterday I told you that having an affair with a married man is a huge problem. And you didn't even listen to my advice. I'm not going to listen to your advice. Dave said that. He'd date me. I see. How do you feel about that? What do you mean? You feel sad since your husband was taken away by a girl younger than you, right? I wonder what I can say to make you feel better. Please tell me that you'll let me have your husband. Admit the defeat and get down on your knees. Give him to you? Dave isn't some sort of merchandise. By the way, I won't get down on my knees. I love him so much. You're preventing me and Dave from getting along. I've told you many times, I'm married. If you don't know what this means, but I think you're in trouble. You're the one who'll be in trouble. Why? Because your handsome and wealthy husband is taken away from you. You'll be alone. A stupid old hag can't survive on her own. And that's why you're still refusing to accept defeat. You don't understand. You're the one who doesn't get it, Missy. I know everything. I can see into the future. Dave and I are destined to be together. That's a happy way of thinking. I'm very happy. I want to be with him forever. I hope it comes true. I'll be rooting for you. Oh, are you planning to get divorced? That would make me very happy. Me and Dave were planning to get a divorce since a while ago. What? We're getting a divorce. Huh? What do you mean? The divorce was decided a long time ago. So even if you hadn't come to me, I would have left him sooner or later. Am I wasting my time? I don't know about that. When are you getting a divorce? Please hurry up. I'm going to become Dave's wife soon. That's why we're discussing it now. Discussing what? Don't you want a divorce? Isn't there any point in putting it off? On my part, I want a divorce right away. But my husband has a problem, so that's why we're discussing it. What problem? So many people have similar mind as you. Therefore, I'm having a lot of trouble proceeding the divorce. Huh? You know that, don't you? Know what? My husband has been involved in several relationships with a lot of women like you. That's the truth about him. I'm the only one he's dating with me. He told me so. All the women seem to think so. There are 3 women that I know of. He said there's no one but me. Yesterday he said it was just me. He said that he loves me. I heard those words right from him. I'm sure my husband is manipulating you. That can't be true. He said it's just me. That's what he told me. There's no way he would lie to me. Anyway, we're getting a divorce. I can't believe you're divorcing him. I'm really happy. I think it's too soon to be happy. I'm really happy to hear about the divorce. I want him to be mine as soon as possible. By the way, how old are you? 25. You graduated from college and are working as a personal assistant after that, right? That's right. Why does that have to do with anything? Since you are a college graduate, you are aware about what happens after an affair, aren't you? Don't tell me that you really don't know about it. There's only one path to happiness after an affair. Leaving the wife who is in the way behind. And be united with the man who loves me. There's no other way. Well then, I'll take the good opportunity to teach you then. I don't need you to teach me anything. I'm demanding alimony from my husband. Alimony? My husband was having relationship with several women. So what you told me just now was the truth? Yes, indeed. But Dave said that I was the only one. Maybe my husband was just trying to get you to fall in love with him. People say love is blind. Seems that it's true. I'm sorry you were so easily fooled. Relationship with several women. It seems that you started seeing each other yesterday, but you've had a physical relationship for a long time with Dave, right? Of course, yes. I was the one pleasing him instead of his wife. That is adultery. Huh? As Dave's wife, I'm claiming alimony from the woman Dave has a relationship with. That of course applies to you. Huh? There's a lot of evidence left on the messages you sent me. Will I be charged too? Of course. Dave said he'd go out with me. You're going to take money from me and Dave just because we're dating each other? Even if my husband says so, he's still married. It's a different case since he's not single. How much are you going to charge? The going rate is about $10,000. 10,000? That's right. I'll have our lawyer contact you. I'm Dave's girlfriend. Girlfriend or not, you committed adultery of your own violation. You need to take the responsibility of what you've done. Wait a minute. What? I don't have the money to pay for that. Don't you think it's a waste of time to charge me money that can't be paid? I'll get you to pay whatever it takes. I can't pay that. That's your own fault. Please stop charging me. I got all the related messages from you. Even though we're still discussing divorce, I'm shocked that he's having an affair again. But I never intended to have an affair. I intended it to be pure love. Like I said before, there are no excuses for adultery. It's not right to have an affair if you're not ready for it. Then I'll marry Dave and we'll pay for it together. Marriage? I bet that's impossible. Because my husband has at least 3 girlfriends who he promised to get married with. A girlfriend like you who looks at his phone without permission. I'm sure you'll be the first to get excluded from his list. Too bad we don't have a polygamy system in this country. No way! I'm sorry to bother you at a time like this, but I'm going to have her report this to your company. And my husband too, of course. What? It's obvious, isn't it? Please don't do this. I beg you. If the company finds out, I'll get fired. What you've done can't be helped. You'll be punished. I'll give your husband back to you. It's not a matter of giving my husband back to me. Stop asking me to pay for the compensation and also don't tell the company what I've done. I worked hard to get the job. The world isn't that easy. I filed a claim for compensation from my lawyer to Frances. She repeatedly asked me to stop. Of course, I also told the whole story to the company she works for. My husband and Frances were fired for taking advantage of a business trip for personal use. Frances has no severance pay and can no longer pay her rent. Now she is doing a night job that provides her free accommodation.
It's finally this week. Where should we go for a trip?
Hey, Rebecca. About the trip.
Huh? What is it? Is something wrong? Are you feeling sick? Or you got hurt?
No, it's just...
What? What's wrong?
Actually, Mom wants to go on a trip with us.
What? What do you mean? Your mother wants to come?
I told her that we are going on a trip this weekend, and she said she wants to come too.
You're kidding. Of course you said no, right? It's our first trip together. There's no way your mother is coming with us. And you're not a mommy's boy.
Huh? I said yes. There's no reason to say no. I've already called the hotel and got another room. Just because we're traveling together doesn't mean I'm a mommy's boy.
What?
Mom and I will be staying in the same room so you can relax by yourself.
Hold on. That's how a mommy's boy is. It was supposed to be just the two of us, right?
Well, that was the plan at first, but she said she wanted to go, so I had no choice. We'll still go together, so why not?
I'm surprised that she's coming. But what's even more surprising is that you're sleeping with her and I'm alone. What does that mean? Is there any point in me going?
Is it weird? If Mom's coming, it's normal for me to sleep with her.
Oh, no. How can that be?
And there's no law that says a mother can't come together on vacation, right?
Of course there's no such law. But where in the world would anyone bring their parents on a date?
I'm totally fine with it.
Well, I guess there's also a problem on your mother for asking us to come along. I can't believe she'd follow her son on a date. What is she thinking?
Don't say bad things about my mom. I'll get mad even if it's you.
Huh?
She's trying to follow me because she's worried about me. That's love, isn't it? She's following me because she doesn't trust you in the first place.
What do you mean by trust?
She can't leave me to you. If you don't want her to follow me, you have to earn her trust.
What is that? You're an adult. You can take care of yourself, so it's not like she is leaving you to me. You should have been independent long ago.
Mom takes good care of me. She hasn't trained you yet, so she has no choice but to follow me around.
Wait a minute. Timothy, you still make your mother take care of you? I don't feel good about that. And what do you mean she hasn't trained me yet?
She said, if you come to be my wife, she'll train you for all the things she has done for me, so that I wouldn't get in trouble. It's obvious.
I never said I'd marry you. I'm not thinking about it right now. I don't want to quit my job. I still have a lot of things I want to do.
I want to get married and have kids soon. You love me, right? Then you'll put up with it for me, right?
I can't. I told you to wait for marriage, didn't I? Let's put that aside. Please tell her no.
I can't. She's already getting ready for the trip.
Okay. Then I won't go. You and your mother can go together.
What's that? Don't be selfish. She said she'll come with us. What's wrong with that? Why don't the three of us just have fun?
I can't have fun. I'm very unsatisfied. There's no way she is coming with us on our first trip. Anyway, if she's coming, I'm not going.
If you cancel the trip, you'll have to pay for the cancellation. Who's going to pay for that?
I'll pay it. Let me know when they charge you the fee.
What the hell? You were the one who wanted to go on a trip, so I made this plan. What a selfish woman. I'm very disappointed.
I said I wanted to go with you. I don't remember saying okay for a parent or guardian to come.
With a guardian? I'm not a kid. Don't be ridiculous.
You're as good as a kid when your mother comes with you. She's your guardian, right?
Fine, you don't have to come with us. I'm going to enjoy with Mom, so don't complain later on.
I don't want to go on a trip that I'm not going to enjoy. Have fun with your mother. Bye.
I'll charge you for the cancellation fee.
Yes, fine. There have been times when my mother-in-law has accompanied us on dates, but I believed Timothy would choose me in the end. But I guess I was wrong. This time, I realized that I could not win against her, and I was sure that it was time for me to think about how to move on. We weren't in touch for about a month, but one day when I came home from work and went to bed, my phone dinged. When I looked at the screen, it was filled with messages and missed calls from him.
Rebecca, are you at work now? I need to talk to you. Call me as soon as you get the message. Hey, Rebecca, are you still working? Answer me.
Sorry, I'm done working, but I was so tired and fell asleep. I just woke up.
Working until this late? I'm glad I didn't marry you.
Huh? Why? What's wrong?
I know it's sudden, but I'm getting married. The wedding is this fall.
What? What do you mean you're getting married? Why so sudden? Who on earth are you getting married to?
A girl graduated from a famous university. She's going to quit her job and take care of the family. She's my dream girl. Mom likes her and says I should marry her instead of you.
Wait a minute. How long have you been seeing this girl?
About 3 months, I think. Mom was so worried about me that she arranged a blind date.
What? That's when we were dating. You mean you were cheating on me? I can't believe it.
Actually, you're the one who cheated on me in this situation. Because I'm marrying her.
Huh? How could you? Is it because I wanted a time to marry you?
Could be. To be honest, I preferred you, but Mom said no. So I'm following her.
Mommy. Why do you let her decide everything when it's about you? You mommy's boy?
Don't call me a mommy's boy. Mom is a great person who brought me into this world. So it's only natural that she decides what to do with me, right?
Is that okay with you, Timothy? What about your opinion?
That I said I preferred you? You don't have to worry. Mom told me I could keep you as my girlfriend.
What? A girlfriend? Are you making fun of me? How terrible!
I'm not making fun of you. I love you, Rebecca. Even if we can't get married, you can stay with me. Is there a problem? That's enough for me.
Huh? Don't be ridiculous. I don't want to be with you in that situation. I would like to step aside.
You can't do that. I'll miss you. I'm saying I'll make you my girlfriend.
I don't want to be your girlfriend after you cheat on me. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. But she got pregnant, so I can't cancel the marriage. Rebecca, you would understand, right?
How can I understand? I don't even want to understand. And she's pregnant? Forget it. Let's break up. There's no reason for us to stay together.
Oh no, I don't want to break up with you. You're not planning to get married, right? We share the same interests.
Are you an idiot? We don't have common interests at all, and it's none of my business when you don't want to break up with me.
Don't say cold things. I love you so much.
I'm not interested in people who cheat on their partners. Please be happy with her. Well then, goodbye. Take care.
Wait a minute. Hey, Rebecca.
Unbelievably, Timothy was dating someone that his mother recommended when we were dating. Plus, the partner got pregnant and he asked me to be his girlfriend because his mother told him so. This is beyond insane. What kind of parenting has she done? I said goodbye to him and tried to start a new life. But he was so stubborn that he came to my office and home several times. Of course, I just kept sending him away each time. A year later, when I was finally able to lead a fulfilling life at work and in my private life, the nightmare returned.
Rebecca, long time no see. It's me, Timothy.
Timothy, it's been a while. Can I help you?
Don't talk to me like that. That's too cold. It's you and I.
That relationship ended a year ago. I'd like you to leave me alone now. What can I do for you?
That's a terrible thing to say. I brought you good news today.
Good news?
I'm divorced. What do you think?
What do you mean what I think? It's none of my business, and...
So, you're not happy about it?
No? Why would I be happy?
Because you came to the position to be my bride again. You have a chance to come back to me. How can you not be happy?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I haven't thought about you once since we broke up. To be honest, it's annoying.
Rebecca, you don't have to pretend to be tough anymore. You have to make the most of your chance. You may never get a chance like this again, you know.
I don't need such a chance at all. Is it true you're divorced?
Yeah, that bitch. She tricked Mom and me.
Tricked you?
She married me because she was pregnant. But I wasn't the father of her child. She tried to raise another man's child as mine. Unforgivable, isn't it?
What? Really? I'm surprised at you and your mother. But I'm also surprised at your ex-wife.
After the baby was born, Mom said he didn't look like me, so she had us tested. The results showed no parent-child relationship. Apparently, it was the child of her boss at the company she worked for. This is terrible.
Oh.
That boss was married, and he had to hide the affair, so she decided to have a child with me since we were planning to get married. I didn't think she was that kind of a woman. I knew I should have married you.
No, I don't think that would have happened either. You went through a lot.
I know. Mom got so angry that she collapsed and was hospitalized. That bitch refused to divorce me, so we couldn't settle the matter at all.
Oh, I see. I have nothing to do with that, though.
We finally got divorced the other day. Now you can be free.
Hey, I'm already free, and I'm not interested in your divorce. I have no interest in getting involved with you. So if you'll excuse me.
Wait! Don't say that. I want you to come back to me. After all, I need you.
Please don't joke around. Let me politely decline your request.
Mom is in the hospital, so let's go on a trip. Just the two of us. I'll take you wherever you want.
No, thank you. I'm going on a trip now.
Traveling alone? You must be lonely, so I'll go with you. Which station are you at?
V Airport. And don't worry, I'm not alone. My husband is here with me. I'm with my love.
Huh? Husband? Hey, You don't have to show off, okay? You're going to marry me, right?
We had our wedding yesterday. We're at the airport today for our honeymoon. Please don't disturb us anymore.
Oh no, that's a lie, right? You said you didn't want to get married.
I said I didn't want to get married because you told me to quit my job and take care of the family.
Huh? That's obvious. It's natural for a woman to get married and take care of a family.
That's why I can never marry you. My husband told me that I don't have to quit my job until our child is born. And besides, he helps me with the housework. Nowadays, couples have to cooperate with each other to live together. Of course, he said I can continue to work if there is a place to take care of the baby. I'll be able to live my life as I am without having to put up with anything.
But that's not going to raise a good child, is it? Isn't it a mother's duty to be with her child 24/7 and educate him? That's what my mom has always done.
And you are the result, right? That may have been true for your family, but we want to raise our child in a carefree way. Please don't impose your image of education on us.
No way. Rebecca, please, come back. I'm sure two divorced people will get along just fine. I'm sorry I left you and I apologize.
Two divorced people? You're so rude. I just got married. And I don't need such a heartless apology. Please find a woman who understands your educational theory.
Rebecca, I don't want to. What should I do? Mom is in the hospital and I can't rely on Dad. Besides, she can't speak properly because of the after effects.
This is a good chance for you to leave from her. Why don't you walk on your own feet? I hope you do your best. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to board.
Oh no, wait, Rebecca. Don't abandon me.
After that, Timothy came to the office once and made a fuss to tell about where I was traveling to. I was surprised that he hadn't given up. Perhaps because they called the police and had them deal with the situation, he has not been involved with me since then. I heard that he has been attending blind dates and parties. However, there were many complaints from the women who attended it. And I heard that he was banned from some parties. That must be true. It's not of my business, though. On the other hand, I was able to marry a wonderful and understanding husband, and I am living a fulfilling life while I work.